Hey guys, welcome to the Rubik's Research Lab, and today we'll be continuing onto the F2L in the Fridrich tutorial. So let's start. Just a small recap. We started with the relative cross method on the part 1 video and did a few example solves. So the way I'll be going through this tutorial is first I'll be giving an overview on the entire method, and then next I will tell you what we're going to do exactly, and then the next part would be the example solves. And finish it off with a few tips. Alright, so basically, what is F2L? F2L is the next stage after you're done with your cross, where this is your cross. So you basically solve your side, your entire face, and by the end of the face, your second layer should be done as well. So that's the entire thing about F2L. And the reason why many people use this is because it's way more faster than the beginner's method, where you have to solve one side and then focus on the next layer. Rather than that, you can just do it together. So this is just the overview. So what you're actually going to do is you try to get 2 by 2 by 1 blocks like this one here, and as you fill your corners, you can notice that the next layer is also being filled. So you continuing to do this on all sides, which I'm doing right now. That's your side and 2 layers. So that's the main part of this video. So how do we do this? So let's first mess it up a little. Alright, so there are 2 things about F2L. One is the basic F2L and then the advanced. Advanced is just a more efficient way of the beginner's F2L. So going about it, let's start with the basic F2L first. So for basic F2L, what you want to do is pick out a corner first from your white side. I'm solving on the white, so my white side. Pick out a corner, bring it on the top layer. So let's take out the white, red, blue. It's out here. So next, take out its next piece, the red and blue in this case. So the red and blue is over. Okay, it's on the top already. If it wasn't on the top, you must get it to the top. Next, what you do is you pair them up together. I will come shortly into that. You pair them up together, and then you put these places are called slots, these empty F2L spots, and then you just fill it on its correct slot. The correct slot is over here. So you basically solve your F2L and your corner. So that's what you do. So the best way to talk about this would be directly to do a few example solves to cover up all the cases. That's the way I prefer it. So I think I'll do about 3 example solves. Let's get right into it. Right, so let's start off with this white, red, green. So bring it to the top layer. Next, its edge pieces over here, red and green. That's supposed to come here. So bring it to the top layer again. So once done, you see that these 2 pieces are here. Now if I have to pair them up, my edge piece is supposed to come over here, but doing so will obviously move the corner away. So I have to find a way in which I can bring my edge piece over here without disturbing the corner. How? Well, let's go back to the slots thing. So first let me bring my corner under its slot. Right here, red and green, so the correct slot. Now what you want to do is you want to look for an empty slot behind. So I have to place my corner behind an empty slot. Now for your first F2L, it doesn't matter. So I have an empty slot right here. So once I know that I have an empty slot and my piece is behind it, let me push my corner down. So now that makes me free to rotate my edge piece wherever I want. So I wanted my edge piece over here, bring it in, push my corner back up. That forms my F2L, and then just put it in its slot. Now this is one case. Now let's go for the next one. I already see a solid F2L here, so let me put it in its slot, red and blue. So yeah. Okay, next one. I see an orange blue piece here and the white, red, orange here. White, blue, orange, sorry. So I bring it up. Now here I see that my white is facing my white and yellow center are on the same side. I don't want that. You need to make sure that your white isn't facing up. It should face either towards you or left to right, shouldn't face up. So I can do an R, U prime, R prime, and that'll set it right. So what's out here? Just a small recap. It's down there. I brought it to the top layer. It's out here, and then since it's facing up, R, U, R prime. Now these two pieces are over here, so bring the space. Yeah, this is where the empty slot comes into play. Now if I were to, since my corners are here, if I were to push it down, this is not an empty slot, so doing a U2 will disturb my F2L right here. So I will bring it behind an empty slot. Now my corners are there. If I bring it here, this is an empty slot, so I can use that. Corner, empty slot. Bring it down. My edges over here should come here. There you go. So done. Put it there. And also, oh good, it's already solved. So just put it up. Example solved. Let's go for example solve number 2. Okay. What do I start with? Okay, let's start with the white, red, green, and my red, green is right here. But before that, I notice that my white is facing up. I do R, U, R prime. Now I see that my edge piece and my corner piece don't have the same colors on the top. So let's see how that comes into play. Now notice that this is my first F2L, so all the slots are free, so I can directly bring it down, and then I bring my edge over here and I connect. Now these two are not, this is not the correct way to orient them, so they are wrong. What do I do when the colors are opposite? Now if the colors are opposite, make sure that you bring the edge to the opposite side, like so. So now it's over there. And now if I were to bring the piece under its correct slot, which is over here, red and green. So now they are opposites. Pull, match your white corner to the white edge, bring it down. Doing so will match it up. Recap. Somewhere over here. So opposite edges. If I bring it here, nothing's gonna happen. It's not oriented correctly, so it has to come here. And then I bring it under its right slot. Pull, match, bring it down. So that sets it right. Next, let's go for this. I notice that my white is facing up, so let's do R, U, R prime. That sets it right. So now I notice that my corner and edge are next to each other and they're oriented inversely, so that's not right again. So this has to come over there. This slot is unavailable, so I can't push it down here because there's already an F2L there. So let's bring it to the next slot. Push it down, rotate it to the opposite side. There you go. So now I will bring it under its correct slot. Pull, match, bring it down. That's all my second F2L. Alright, next one. My red, white and blue, red, blue. It's over here. So these two. Same colors, so it has to come here only, not on the opposite side. So I can use this now because this slot is free. So pull it down, bring this piece here, match. Then put it under its right slot. Done. Let's go for the next one. Again, it's facing up, so R, U, R prime. My edge is down, bring it up. Now I notice that my edge and the corner have opposite colors and they are in the opposite side, so I don't need to do anything. Directly bring it under its slot, do an R, U, R prime, R. In other words, just pull, match the white, bring it down. Solves it. Now there's one more case that I'd like to talk about, and that one is, one second, yeah. Now you might encounter cases where they're like this, right? So when the edge piece, when white is facing you and the edge piece is next to the white color, now I have an empty slot here. Now if I try bringing it down, you will notice that the edge piece comes along, so you can't, this doesn't work anymore. So in that case, you have to try pushing it down this way, because that's when you can freely rotate it. Now this slot is filled, so I can't use this. So let me try using this. Now I'm pushing it down this way, so this slot has to be empty. It is right now. So I push it down, bring that there. same colors, so this has to come here. Now I have to bring it here because I'm going to push it down this way, so this slot has to be empty. Bring it down, push the edge here, match. Small recap again on it. Same colors, empty slot, so pushing it down is not going to work here in this case because the edge is coming along with it. So I have to try pushing it this way. So this slot has to be empty, which it is now. Push it away. Same colors, so it has to come out here. Now I use this slot because I'm pushing it down this way. This has to be empty. Bring it down, match, done. And that's all you have to do. So I think those are the basic cases. I don't think there's anything else specifically. Last example solved. Yeah, this is what I was talking about right there. Okay, so if I was to, this is my first F2L, I'm going for the white, red, blue, and my red, blue is right here. So this is not going to work. So in this case, I have to push it down this way. This is my first F2L, so all slots are empty. Keep that in mind. Push it down, bring it away, bring it back. Opposite colors, so I have to do the pull, match, bring it down. So let me bring this under its right slot, which is over here, red and blue. So pull, match, bring it down. Alright, so next F2L would be this one. So I bring it to the top layer, white, blue, orange. Blue, orange is over here, so bring it up. These two pieces, opposite colors, so empty slot, so I can push it there. Opposite colors, opposite sides. Bring it under its right slot. Pull, match, bring it down. Done. Alright, so yeah, next F2L over here. White, green, orange. White is facing on the top, so do an R, U, R prime. Same colors and same layer, so this has to come out here. So empty slot, bring it down, match, bring it up, F2L, and put in its slot. Oh, last F2L is matched already, so just put in its slot. Alright, so that ends the F2L example solves. Well, F2L is pretty much that. The advanced F2L is just an extended version of this. So tips and tricks, not much I would say. Just try to focus on this. Your times will go up initially. You have to stick to it. Eventually your times will come down and you'll become extremely fast. And I really insist, this is the main part of any solve as far as I'm concerned, because OLL and PLL is just just executing a set of moves, nothing more, nothing less. So F2L only requires the main logic. Also, cross to F2L transition is very important. Try to look ahead. Now looking ahead is something like this. Let me explain. So I see my first F2L. So by the time I'm already solving this F2L, I notice my next piece here and its subsequent edge piece here. So I'm already going into my next move. That's what is looking ahead all about. Now this comes only with practice, and you should master it if you continuously if you are solving it on a longer run. So do focus on F2L. Don't get like put off just because your times are going up. It will happen eventually. It will go down slowly. And yeah, that's about it. Hope this helped. Happy cubing. Do enjoy. Like and subscribe. Bye bye.